hopping in to do my weekly update slash live, and I was just on TikTok doing the same thing. So now I'm on here, and my makeup is a little bit jacked up, but whatever. It's not like I wear much of it anyway. So, anyways, yeah, everything is going pretty good for the most part. Things are just really busy. Nothing ever really gets completely done. Well, not everything gets done in a day that we want to. But now that Josh is here with me, helping out, it's definitely better. It's definitely very helpful. And, we do have more laundry and dishes and things like that, but that's okay. We keep up with it to the best of our ability. So yeah, I was gonna hire someone to come in and clean. But I am just having a really hard time being comfortable with the idea of doing that. Like, I've never hired anyone to clean my house except for like my best friend, because she has a side cleaning business, but she lives really far away, and so she can't really make it out here like hardly ever, very rarely. So, and then of course my mom, I've hired her in the past to come over and help out with things like laundry and dishes and floor cleaning and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never actually like hired like a professional. Well, my best friend is a professional, but I've never hired like a maid service. So I'm just like nervous about that. And I had a really bad experience with Angie.com. It used to be Angie's List, now it's Angie. So I had a really bad experience with that. And they tried to like rip me off, and like I don't know if any of you would have had success using Angie, but honestly, I feel like their platform's really shady. I was not aware of that, but I had scheduled a cleaning service like I guess about a week to a week and a half in advance. And so I uploaded photos and all the information and notes and stuff like that. Well, they ended up assigning a provider, but she never showed up. So I tried to get hold of her through the app, and they never, like, there was no response. Like, it wouldn't even let me connect. Like, you would make a call and it'd just be like that beep noise. And so I tried to email and everything, couldn't get a hold of her. So she tried to say on the app that the job had already been started and it was in progress when she wasn't even there. So I guess this provider was just trying to essentially rip off entirely, rip me off, and like thought she could get away with not doing the job and trying to say she did. And I found this to be extremely shady. And so finally, after emailing back and forth with Angie, I tried to call them. I got on the callback list. They never called me. And honestly, like, it's really sad when even a company like that will be so shady as to try and scam you. But I paid for the cleaning. They had charged me, even though they specifically said they were not going to charge me until after the service. They charged me anyway. And like, I went ahead and I had initially rescheduled the service to try and give it another chance because I was desperate. And so what ended up happening was that they never, like, it just kind of like the whole situation was just weird. So I ended up canceling that, but then they charged me for a service that was never even done. So I had to really fight with them, honestly. Like, I never ended up having to call the bank, which was nice. They ended up refunding my money. The only thing they did not refund was like a $30 annual membership fee. But they refunded everything else. So I've been keeping tabs on that situation, but honestly, I think their company is deplorable. And it's not just me. I was reading like tons of other reviews of similar situations. So if you have not used Angie, don't. If you're using them and you have a good provider, great. But I wouldn't recommend using them at all. Like, period. I give them 0 stars. But anyways, apart from that, we're just trying to keep the house up on our own. So we're just doing what we can. And still going to Cowboy Church on Mondays, and we go to Buckout on Thursdays. So every single week, we might not make every time, but we try to. We usually go to Buckout, which is like a mini rodeo, at least twice a month. So at least every other week we try to do that. And yeah, other than that, just, trying to work. I am currently in a bit of a slow season, and usually September and October are my slowest months of the year. And so I'm really just trying to enjoy this season. of just like spending more time with family and not being as busy with work. So, and that is totally okay. I kind of like the fact that my profession provides me with different seasons in which, I can be busier and slower and just kind of, and ultimately it's all within my control as well. I can do whatever I want to do. If I don't feel like taking an appointment, I can always not take it. Of course, I always try to take it if it's any way possible. Of course, it can be hard to coordinate sometimes between, making sure I have a babysitter and all that kind of thing, but I do my best, and all things considered, doing pretty well. So things are okay on the home front. Yeah, my son had an asthma flare up this week. So he was diagnosed with an ear infection when he started having like kind of like cold like symptoms. So we took him to urgent care Tuesday. So he had an ear infection, started to feel better, and then he had an asthma flare up, which can happen from all the mucus and stuff that was coming from that infection. And so we had to go back to urgent care last night. And then I had to go back to the pharmacy after midnight to get more medication for him, some steroid medication to clear up the flare up. So he's improving significantly finally, but it was kind of a long week. We had to skip a day of homeschool, but that was okay. But that's what I love about homeschooling, is that you can do what you need to with it. Like we finished up today, which is Saturday. We finished up what we needed to do. And yeah, and then we get the whole rest of the day to do whatever we want to do, which is great. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for now. I'm going to be doing some more homeschooling content and another mental health video here really soon, probably this weekend. So I should probably have both of those uploaded no later than Monday, I would say. So, pending that everything goes smoothly and nothing else crazy happens. But yeah, so I'm connecting with some other homeschooling moms on Facebook, homeschooling families, and so that's been a source of support. I really want to look into more homeschool groups as far as like support groups and stuff like that. But I just haven't honestly had time to look into a whole lot of it. So we really need to work on that. So anyways, yeah, we do, the kids get social interaction from church. We take them to the park, and we also take them to, or I do take them to Lego Club on Fridays at the library. They have a Lego Club. But yeah, so they get social interaction as well through family, cousins, etc. But we are looking to, hopefully do more. But we have neighbors that are kids, and, so we try to do the best we can with it. But that's where we're at right now. And that's about it. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next live. Bye.